everyone, it's Kim again. Welcome back to my channel. This week I thought I would do something a little different. Our weekly topic is plan your meals. Now you know this is right up my alley. Hopefully you can get a good look at this. Plan your meals. So I thought what I would do is I would take you through a typical week, the preparation that I do prior to my meal prep Sundays. So I'm going to pan the camera down so that I can show you how I do my initial setup. Typically on Wednesday, I will start to begin to figure out what we're gonna do and what we're gonna eat the following week. So just give me a minute, I'll come right back to you and we'll get started. Okay, so in my typical recipe fashion, what you're going to need is a piece of paper, a pen, a highlighter, and some sticky notes. So that's the tools we're gonna need today. Now get ready because this is really fancy and I know this is exactly how you guys expect it to work. So this is how I do it. I start my list off and I have breakfast, I have lunch, I have dinner, and I have snacks. Fancy, right? So for breakfast, I'll scoot my chair over here so I can make sure I'm in the camera. So for my breakfast, typically I have my oatmeal jars, and I'm pretty happy with those right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and have those this week. So just my plain overnight oats. And typically I have all the ingredients here for those. My husband does not like oatmeal, so he is going to take breakfast sandwiches. Now for lunches, since my husband has eaten soup the last couple of weeks, I think this week he's gonna get sandwiches and chips. And I am going to make burrito bowls and I have a new recipe for some black bean burgers, so maybe I will go ahead and make those. Okay, so for dinners. Okay, so before I get started on dinners, let me explain to you how I think about how many dinners I'm going to need to make. I know for a fact that we are going to go out to eat at least once this week. So that leaves us with 6 dinners. So we had 7, now we're gonna have 6. Now, I am going out of town this weekend overnight, so I think that there's going to be at least a night or 2 that I'm not going to have to cook. So I'm going to take this down to 4 because I'm almost positive that's the only amount of days that I'm going to be able to cook this week. So that means I need 4 dinners. So we haven't had a pork tenderloin in a while, so maybe we'll have pork tenderloin. We're gonna have chicken because I think we all have chicken during the week, so we'll do a chicken stir fry. Maybe we'll do, and this is exactly how I do this. So I just think through the process as I'm going through. I've got a turkey breast in the freezer, so maybe I'll cook the turkey breast this week. Since I'm gonna go ahead and do baked potatoes here, maybe I'll mix up a batch of mashed potatoes to go with the turkey breast. And then maybe we'll have cheeseburgers this week. Don't know if you know, but Kroger has, I think it's a 93 or 94% ground beef frozen burger. It's just called the lean burgers. It might even be 91. Anyway, I think they're like 5 points each. And you can throw half a slice of cheese on that. That's going to be 6 points. Plus you can get a low point bun. That'll be 2. That'll be 7 points. You can still have a side dish with that. So, I mean, you could probably get by, even with chips and the cheeseburger, roughly 11 points for dinner. So maybe we'll do that, cheeseburger and chips. Okay, down to snacks. I have been loving the grapes. I don't know if you've been buying the grapes lately, but the grapes have been absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna do grapes. We'll do veggie straws. I'm kind of digging Susan's candy apple salad. Maybe we'll have candy apple salad this week too. And I will do the buffalo chicken salad. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to start compiling the ingredients that we need. Now typically, like I was saying, I will do this part on Wednesday just so I have an idea of what we want for the week. And then sometimes between Wednesday and Friday, I will start to compile my grocery list. How I do my grocery list is I know what ingredients that I need, and then I double check to make sure if I have the ingredients here in the house so that I don't double buy, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I have 6 cans of black beans and have no idea how I even got them. So I know that I have all the ingredients for my oatmeal jars. My breakfast sandwiches, I'm going to need to buy the English muffins. I'm going to need bread for the sandwiches, bread and lunch meat. I always need chips because I don't know about you, but I try not to keep those in the house unless we're planning on having them. Burrito bowls. For the burrito bowls, I'm gonna do some chicken, and I'm probably gonna throw some cilantro and lime in with the chicken and marinate that, and then throw that on my George Foreman. Now I know that I have chicken left over in the freezer. I keep the cilantro in one of those squeeze jars. I think I've showed you that on my video before. And the lime. So I think I have everything for the burrito bowls. For the black bean burgers, again, I have black beans. I don't need those. I'm going to need some chipotle peppers. Because the recipe that I have calls for a chipotle mayo, which sounds fabulous. And then I'm going to need some onions and some diced tomatoes. Pork tenderloin, I'll need that. I'm gonna need a bag of potatoes. Chicken stir fry, I still have the ingredients for that downstairs. We'll do mash with that too. It'll be a theme, we'll have lots of potatoes this week. Turkey breast mash, we have that covered here. Cheeseburger, I have everything I need for that except I'm gonna need burger buns. And we'll use the same chips that he has for his lunch. Always need grapes. We're gonna need the veggie straws because I think we're just about out of those. Typically with the veggie straws, I will measure those out on my scale and measure those out in 3-point, I just put them in a baggie. So I have a bunch of 3-point baggies and in this basket so that we can just grab those and go. So take the time, again, meal prep Sunday, that's just one of the things that I do. Candy apple salad, I just picked up the Greek yogurt. I'm gonna need to get some pineapple, and I think that's crushed. And buffalo chicken salad, I have everything that I need for that because I make it so often. So Again, I just wanted to take you through how I do my setup. I've showed you a previous video where I've done my entire meal prep for the week. I just thought maybe showing you the front end of that may kind of help you see how I organize it. Again, just to kind of go through those steps again one last time, I start with my worksheet, my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Always look at your calendar first because you need to know what your week entails. Also, another thing that I take into consideration is if we don't have necessarily plans for dinner during the week, I will go ahead and check to see if we have any commitments. Sometimes we will have plans with the grandchildren, and we will make sure that we can get to those on time, but yet still eat dinner before we go out. So on those days, I try to plan like a crock pot meal so that when we walk through the doors from work, it's ready to go, we eat, and then we run. Then you're gonna go ahead and fill out your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. You're going to start your grocery list. I typically will try to do my grocery shopping on like a Saturday so that I can have those items purchased and in the house. And then on Saturday, I will do what's called like a mini prep session. And I will go ahead and like chop my celery or cut my celery sticks for my buffalo chicken dip. So I call that pre-prep, so that before I'm even putting those vegetables into the fridge, I've already got those prepped and ready to go, so that when I'm doing my actual meal prep on Sunday, I'm just doing the actual items, the meal items that I have to work through. So thank you for sticking around to the end of my video, and I hope that you at least learned a couple of little tricks today to help you with your future meal planning. As always, please subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to share the videos if it's something that you think that will help somebody else along. And with that said, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.